Hello everybody, welcome aboard Alpine 41 Echo Delta. We're in Airbus A320 today as usual. Currently flying inbound to Mike Alpha 528, Madeira. So there's Madeira down on the right hand side. We've got the lovely mountains and the ridges and the cliffs and the coastline and the 18 knot crosswind. It's not going to be quite 18 knots, it's 040 degrees 18 knots, so it's going to be a rough headwind, but there is a bit of variability involved there, I think. Let's just recheck the METAR. So we've got 030 at 16. Just going to correct that for GS Mini 03016. Temperature's 20 and QNH is 1023. So that's all fine. I'm going to actually switch over to QNH now, which is 1023, just to get us down on that profile properly. Obviously, the other thing is it's going to engage approach. It's an RNAV Zulu runway 05. Runway 05 is just down there on the right hand side, you can see that there. We've got some obstacles here, so missed approach will be a right hand turnout, I believe. Let's just check the charts for that. Approach APNAV is armed, and so on and so forth. Yeah, so as you see here, the missed approach is a climbing right turn before this peninsula here, and then back around, holding out of Monarch, and then probably RNAV Yankee, which is coming from the south. But RNAV Zulu comes from the north, as most flights to Madeira start in Europe, and if we look on the map, Europe's mostly to the north. So we've flown from Porto today, as Alpine 41 Echo Delta. Just coming below 200 knots now. I can actually probably engage performance. Approach phase confirmed. Final lap's now engaged. I'm going to actually do gear down before the right turn here. Let's get first layer of flaps in there, and I'll pop gear down too. So we want to be a little bit stable before we start this big curve. Auto brake medium for this, and we've got everything necessarily set up. We've got speed brakes armed. So standard curved RNAV approach, so the airplane will fly most of this automatically, though we will take over and do a bit of visual approaching. Okay, there we go, flaps 2. Just going to start to get a little bit bumpy. I'm using AMSIM scenery today, as I find they're a little bit better than a Microsoft default, especially when it comes to bumpiness of the textures. Okay, flaps 2 and 3 can go in now. Actually, that's just flaps full, which is fine. Just going to have to descend slightly. But we've got a very long curved approach here to make up for that descent, so we'll probably be fine. You can see the wind is a little bit high, judging by the wave crests, a little bit of white water showing. Let's just lift that up. Seatbelt signs are on. Landing lights are on as well. I'd like to keep the gear down if you don't mind. Thank you. I have control. It's going to roughly use the autopilot just to give us a bit of guidance. Madeira traffic, Alpine 41 Echo Delta is on final runway 05.
Terrain ahead.
Yeah, let's turn that off.
Terrain ahead. Pull up.
Runway's in sight, so we're now just going to start looking for those lead-in lights. which are, there we go, there's the first one in sight there. It's flashing on and off at the coastline. You see him slightly to the left of this bridge here. Runway's in sight now fully. Lined up those first approach lights. Go, we've got 2 whites on the Pappy and 2 reds, so that's fine too. Not going to turn right yet, I'm just going to give myself a slightly longer final by coming in over the cliff tops here, following these leading lights basically. So even though now the RNAV is saying I'm left of track, I'm actually quite happy with that. Just got to watch out, obviously here wind hitting cliffs is going to create some turbulence, so we might expect some of that as we come over these cliffs here. Okay, there's our leading lights flashing away. Just going to follow along this ridge line here now. Okay, we're going to expect a very quick onslaught of ground effect when we come over the threshold, as we're going to have nothing underneath the wings and then all of a sudden the ground's going to be there, so we're going to expect that increased thingamabobby. A little bit of whiz around there. Okay, we're on final now, that's good. We've got 24 knots from ahead. Quite happy with the descent rate. I'm going to keep it at 700 feet per minute now.
$100, 30, 10, 5.
Touchdown. There we go, and I'll vacate the runway now in silence as I need to pick up a call. 92 feet per minute on the landing there. There we go, right. Not sure if that's how steep it really is, but it's better than Microsoft's undulation.